At least 2 undefeated teams are going down this week.
Okay.
And notice I said
we're
week
talking.
and not weekend.
Yeah, we're talking. The first 2 were like nugs dipped into sauce. Now we're gonna get covered a little bit here, right?
We're pouring the ghost pepper sauce on right now.
Okay, so I think BYU is 1, and it's not because I don't think that BYU is good. I think that the line is fishy as hell, and now I think that UCF is a 2-point favorite. So if you're gonna give me a layup, like I'll take one of the teams that's undefeated that's an underdog. And the second one is really difficult because I'm trying to figure out who's actually playing in a losable game this weekend. Miami's playing Florida State, so that's probably not going to go well, right? Or I mean, not going to, be in that situation. Like
probably not. So obviously, the ones that would we're going live immediately after it happens, if it happens, are Florida State, Miami, and Illinois, Oregon. Those are the ones that we were that. Boom, it is going to be an absolute wild day. And we haven't had a result like that, have we? I mean, Vandy, Alabama. Vandy, Alabama was that this season. So we've had that with that level of point spread. But that was a road game. These are home games. That's the harder part with those.
Well, did you find one that jumped out to you that I'm missing here?
Well, I'll tell you which 2 I think it'll be. Because I think your BYU UCF one is a possibility as well. That's why I said at least 2, because it could be more. But I think Pitt is going to lose to Syracuse. In fact, I picked that game when we picked it on Monday. I picked Syracuse to win that game. I think Navy's going to lose to Notre Dame. As excited as I am to see Navy against Notre Dame, and even though I picked Navy against the spread because I do think they're going to be able to keep it close, I think Notre Dame is probably going to beat Navy. And so that'll be another one.
Yeah. I actually forgot about Navy. So now that you mention it, I think the Syracuse Pitt game is just going to be a banger. I can't wait to watch it. You have multiple spots here with undefeated teams where a loss wouldn't be like an earthquake. So I think that you have a pathway. Like if you came into a weekend and all the undefeated teams were 12-point favorites or better, I'd be like, okay, I don't know about this. But you have one that's an underdog, and you've got two teams like Navy could be winning this game in the second half. I think that's definitely within the realm of possibility. So they also could be losing 40-0, depending on how things go.
All right, this show is brought to you by Panini America, makers of the most collectible sports cards on the planet. The Luminance Football Card Series. Got a box right here. Features NIL autograph cards from players including Arch Manning, Quinn Ewers, Cam Ward, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Raiola, DJ Lagway, and Luther Burden. We're going to actually start ripping some packs here over the next few days on the show. So just stay tuned for that. But to start collecting, visit PaniniAmerica.net.
I think the 2 that I feel the best about, Andy, would be BYU losing to UCF and also Pitt losing to Cuse, because I think Cuse is actually pretty good, and they're playing a team that's 5-1. So
let me throw one more at you where the underdog, the undefeated team is favored, but the underdog is less than a touchdown spread. Penn State at Wisconsin. This is the undefeated team on the road. This is the one where we've got that team on the road. And so I don't know. I don't think Wisconsin can beat Penn State, but I'm not sure Penn State is that athletically superior to Wisconsin to be able to just pound on them. And in fact, what I'd like to see from Penn State is them go to a place like Wisconsin and win a game by 4 touchdowns. But we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, go win the game in a way that makes you feel like Ohio State better be, watching its back the following weekend. Do something that makes me actually believe that Penn State could win the Ohio State game. Because at this point in my analysis this season, I don't see that happening. So I don't think that Penn State's going to lose this game. I think they might win by 7. They might win by 10. I don't know that they're going to win by 28, but I do not think they're going to lose. I like the other options better. What about Liberty against Kennesaw State on Wednesday night? Are you going to throw some love over there to the Flames, or what? They're 26-point favorites. You want to really get
well, I'd be throwing some love to the Owls to
I know,
Kennesaw State to win that one. Liberty has
Liberty's
not been as dominant as it was last year, but I think they're probably okay here.
Yeah, they probably are okay here.
By the way,
terrible against the spread.
Incredible weekday football. We got to see JP Pickles play last night.
Yeah.
If you guys weren't watching the UTEP La Tech game, our guy JP Pickles, the freshman quarterback for UTEP from Tallahassee, Florida, whose name is JP Pickles, for God's sake. JP Pickles got in the game. Now, they didn't let him throw very much. They did not win. He was not supposed to be in the game. It was their starting quarterback is out for the season. Their backup got just demolished on a pretty dirty targeting hit. And JP Pickles had to come in the game. That was not the plan. They did not do a lot of throwing with him, but I think that they're probably dealing with JP Pickles going forward here. So we'll see if he gets to diversify his offerings as they go forward. But La Tech did wind up winning that game.
We work with a man named JD Pickell, and I think it's too similar for my liking.
Well, I need JD Pickell to have JP Pickles on his show. Like, JD Pickell's got Dylan Gabriel on his show this week, which is that's a nice get. Like, it's Oregon's quarterback. He might win the Heisman Trophy, blah, blah, blah. But when you are named JD Pickell and you can get a starting quarterback, who he's probably a starting quarterback as of this week, named JP Pickles on your show, by God, you get JP Pickles on your show.
I got to say, I love El Paso. I love the town. I feel like I don't know if you ever get these like romantic feelings of like, oh, I could live somewhere and be happy. Like, I feel like I could live in El Paso and be happy.
With your Mexican food takes, good God,
I know. No, I know. But like, I like the area of the country. I like how it's in the Southwest.
Ari, I'm going to go Pitt, Navy, maybe BYU as our undefeated teams going down. Who you got?
I think I'm going to go with BYU going down, and Pitt would be my two most likely ones. But I think this is clearly the spiciest take of the three.
Well, and what you just said, because you didn't say Navy. If Navy beats Notre Dame, that's a result that will kind of shake.
I think if Navy beats Notre Dame, that's like we're going live for this.
We are definitely going live if Navy beats Notre Dame.
And you want to know what's crazy about it, Andy? Is that I don't know if the takeaway from that result would be Notre Dame stinks. I think it would be Navy is for real. Like that's a little bit different, right? Like
100%.
A lot of times when we go live, it's like, holy crap, a team just lost a game we never thought in a million years they could lose. And it's like sometimes when that team loses the game,
and I will say, I doubt very seriously Notre Dame is going into this game not taking. I think Notre Dame is probably taking Navy very seriously in this game. So
sure.
Yeah. Because if you watch, when you turn on that tape of Navy's offense, it's scary looking. So now, as one of the commenters pointed out in the chat earlier, they have not played a defense anywhere near Notre Dame's level, anywhere near the level of athletes on defense that they're going to see this week. So it will be the biggest challenge they've had so far. But I'm very excited. And like I said, at least two undefeated teams going down this week.